So, the other thought I had yesterday that made me sad, um, I'm not as sad about it today. Um, I don't know, we'll find out as I talk about it. Um, I used to run away a lot when I was a kid, um, from everything. That was my go-to move. I would run. Um, when I was sad, when I was scared, um, fight or flight, I flight every time. Um, I remember like times when it was time to go up to my dad's. My parents were divorced. Um, I hid frequently. Um, when my dad would come home, I would hide frequently. But running away was a lot of times my go-to thing. Running away and hiding. Um, and I also would daydream about running away and having this awesome life where I was safe and secure and happy. And um, when I got married, I quit running away as much. I mean, I still did to an extent. Story for another time. But lately, I have been daydreaming of running away. And I have been daydreaming of buying an RV. Like what if you could get a lump sum of money and buy an RV and pack up your kids and, like live somewhere during the school year so they could get an education. But then as soon as summer hits, just pack up and take your house. And, you don't have to worry about any of your stuff. Live a minimalist lifestyle and take your kids and go see the world and enjoy nature and see the stars and learn about the world. And so I've been daydreaming, and I decided to share that daydream with my husband, and he immediately was like, no, I've seen how those people live. No, not gonna happen. And I'm like, could you just live in the dream with me for just a minute? It made me really sad. And I cried a lot. And I actually recorded a video about it yesterday. Um, Unfortunately, no sound. So, I think, I don't know. I can't rewatch my videos because I don't like the way I look. That's a story for another time as well. But it really hurt my feelings that he couldn't live in the moment with me for just a minute. And then I really started thinking about it. And I have had a king size bed for as long as I can remember. Well, I mean, since we got married. And before that, I had a queen size. I spread out a lot when I sleep, and I had a queen size bed before we got married, and when we got married, we upgraded to a king size because I don't like being touched when I sleep, and we don't even share a blanket. And I started thinking about when I was daydreaming, all of the RVs that I was saving. I didn't even care that they had a queen size bed. And when I was looking at and thinking about the setup, I was like, oh, I could sleep here, and this is where the kids could sleep. And I was taking into consideration all of the kids, but not him. And I think it's because deep down I knew he wouldn't be there. The family stuff that we do, he's not there. And I think that deep down I knew that even though I was daydreaming and stuff, I hadn't even realized that I was already daydreaming of a situation where he wasn't there. And it really hurt my feelings because I brought it up to him and he already wasn't there. And then when I started re-looking at the ones I looked at, there wasn't space for him anyways. And I love him. I've never felt safe with anyone but him. But he's also taken away that safety from me, which is a story for another time. But he also took away that daydream. Because I want him to be there. I want him to be the person that's there with me. I want him to be the person that wants to be there with me. I thought he was the person that wanted to be there with me. And I think that somewhere inside me, I know that he doesn't want to be there with me. And that hurts my feelings. But this has turned out longer than I expected. And I don't know how to process that. But story for another time. Bye for now.